That's what happens when you 1-2 Magoo, everybody. Oh, we get cut off the air. Well, yeah, well, we did 2 more hours. Deal with that. Zabrosk, you stuck around the whole show? Buddy, we're kind of proud of you, right, guys? Wouldn't you say Zabrosk did right by the Renaissance Man show? Because he stayed till the end. He's going to go back tonight. He's going to snuggle up against his wife. Listen, we appreciate you, Zabrosk. Grab that freaking check. Joanne, are you napping back there? What are you doing? You're taking a naparoo during Renaissance Man show? I'm going to have to dock your pay. $50. I'm sorry, I got to take them out of the envelope, Joanne. Give me a couple minutes. Like, don't rush me. I got to finish up the show first. 1, 2. Doll hairs are hard to separate sometimes. I'm not going to be like, I think that's 7. No, I got to pull them apart. One by one. 50. Coming off, docking her pay. She's getting $450 hairs tonight. Excuse me, you can't fall asleep during the finale of the Renaissance Man show and then be like, I want full doll hair pay. I'm sorry, I went to a tag sale with Gary V this weekend and I bought just enough doll hair for a full day, but you don't get it. You didn't give it to me. You fell asleep on us. Renaissance Man right now, the fam, they're like, oh my goodness, Mark, get rid of Joanne. She's worthless, falling asleep on the set. She's snoring. You heard her. Dana heard her snoring. D Fluss was like, I think I hear Joanne snoring in the background. Mark, is Joanne asleep? And I was like, oh, yes, she's asleep. I'm docking the pay. $50 hairs. I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to sell that on the open market. I'm keeping 50 for next. I may give you a $50 hair bonus if you do a good job with the Zabrowski file. We'll get to that, though, in the next episode. Joanne, do me a favor, though. Just get that check to Zabrosk, and I guess get ready for tomorrow's show. Who's our interview for tomorrow? Joanne, you don't have an interview yet? You've been a producer for 4.5 weeks, 7 weeks, 7 weeks in it, and you can't come up with one interview? Oh, who's on? You, Mark. You're on by yourself. Well, that seems to be the thing. I'm on by myself. So apparently I've got to go away. Fam and friends. What's that, Joanne? Oh, Joanne said to say goodnight to you guys. She wanted you to know she really appreciates the fact that she still has a job, even though she's getting paid in doll hairs. Joanne's thrilled. Yeah, she's like, I'm so happy. So if anybody else is here, say goodnight now or forever hold your peace, because Joanne is, I think she's done. Joanne, do you have any more things to give to anybody? Are you waiting for anybody to pop on here at the end that may say, oh, good night, Mark, and we could tell them good night from you as well? Because I want to know, like, if you're going to be you're already walking out the door, and now someone says, oh, I'm here too, like Juniper. If Juniper happens to be here, Juniper sometimes is here, but can't say because she's watching the TV and just pops in at the end, hey, Mark, I'm here, good night. And if that happens, Joanne, do you have a good night for Juniper? Do you have a good night for Pamela? Do you have a good night for anybody, really? Or is it just for the people that you see right here? I'm just trying to do the right thing by the Renaissance fam. And it sounds like Joanne is down with giving a good night to somebody. But if you guys are here, you're forever holding your peace. That is what it is. You can't. That's on you. You know, there. Joanne, it's happened. You tell me. Juniper Berries said good night. Are you giving a good night to Juniper Berries? Joanne, are you being stingy with your good nights? I'm only giving them for the first one that was there. The one that were there at the beginning. Now I'm not doing it anymore. Are you giving a good night to Juniper Berries? Because I'm giving a good night to Juniper Berries myself. Juniper Berries, thank you so much for being here tonight. What about you, Joanne? She said she did. I didn't hear it. Did you guys hear it? I got her saying, I already did. Don't you ever talk back to the Renaissance Man with that attitude, Joanne. I already did. Excuse me? You're going to talk to me attitude? I'm here saying goodnight to Juniper Berries. You're going to give an attitude back there? I already did say goodnight to Juniper Berries. Juniper didn't hear it. I don't know. Dana, did you hear the goodnight? Did you hear her say goodnight to Juniper? I heard her say goodnight to you, Jana. Dana, I heard her say goodnight to Dee, to Christine, to Keith, to Sonia, to Trish. She said goodnight. But what about when we get a Juniper Berries situation going on? You're not going to give a goodnight, Juniper Berries, loud enough for Juniper to hear? Loud enough for everybody in the chat to hear? What are you, like, going for a Pipsqueak award or something? Like, oh, I spoke it with my eyes. What is that? You spoke it with your eyes? No. We can't see you, first of all. You're not on camera. You're off camera over there, freaking filing the Zabrowski file. And then you got Juniper Berries coming to say goodnight, and you're just like, yeah, I said goodnight already. You didn't say goodnight to Juniper Berries. I'm expecting that, or I'm docking you another $50 hairs. Yeah, you can't not say goodnight to Juniper Berries and then get a $450 in the doll hair situation. I'm cutting you down to $400. You're getting $400 hairs if you can't give a goodnight to Juniper Berries loud enough for us to hear, like everybody. Let's hear it. Much better, right, guys? I mean, that was like she stood up in the room and she said, attention, everybody. Good night, Juniper Berries. That was good. That one I appreciated. And I got to say, I'll give you the $450. I'm keeping that other $50, though. You shouldn't have fallen asleep during the Renaissance Man show. End of the show, Nomad. I'm there trying to say goodnight, everybody. And you couldn't even put the screen up? You couldn't get the Zabrowski file open? Give him his check? I had to throw a shoe at you. Joanne, that's not abuse. No, it's not. No. That's part of the contract. You look at the contract. You get paid in doll hairs, and if you're not pulling your weight, a shoe is a-coming. That's literally, I think, how it says. A shoe is a-coming, with a little, come in, with a little apostrophe above the end. There's no G on that one. There's a shoe a-coming. Be ready. And so, look, you fall asleep on set. You got the Zabrowski file closed. You forgot the Yoo-hoo yesterday. That was on his rider, Zabrowski's rider. And then, Juniper Berries is here saying goodnight. And you have the nerve to say, I already did. And give me attitude. Sometimes you're like, you give like nothing but respect to people, and you treat them with love and kindness, and occasionally throw a shoe at them, but still, besides that, love and kindness, right? And then they give you an attitude. Joanne. Look, Joanne, you do you. You're not going to advance in life with that attitude. That's all I'm saying. You start going into offices and you respond to the potential boss or the boss like that, you're out on the streets. You're out on the streets. If it wasn't for the fact that you do keep that Zabrowski file pretty clean, you'd be out on the streets already right now. I would have gotten rid of you. I don't have time for somebody who's going to give me attitude and who forgets the Yoo-hoo and basically, falls asleep during the finale of the Renaissance show. I don't care, what time it is. It could be 5:38 in the morning. If you fall asleep, I'm throwing a shoe at you. I'm docking you $50 hairs. It's a sign of a good businessman. Oh my goodness, guys, I love this show. So, fam, friends, until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. It's MPires. And it's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.